Hey, you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday, you guys. I had success stories to share with you, but in this last 5 minutes, I think I'm changing my mind. I want to talk about actually things I've been seeing with clients, like what they're going through lately, and I feel like that will resonate more. Um, I mean, the success stories I was gonna share was one of my clients was in no contact for 2 or 3 months. I'll actually post it to community posts so you can read her email. She was in no contact for 2 or 3 months. This is a new client, not 2 Fridays ago. And she manifested her SP back in after like 2 sessions. So if you're someone trying to manifest your SP back in, that is your birds before land. But what I want to talk about more is this your middle time while you're manifesting. So the moment you desire something until the moment you get it, this middle can be very tricky for a lot of people because you're dealing with emotions, you're going through waves of emotions, you're going through reactions, you're going through triggers. Maybe you're interacting with people in between your SP or whoever, and they're not showing you the best behavior. They're not showing you what you want to see. And this is what I wanted to talk about because your middle matters. Your middle matters. Your manifestation middle matters. MMM, right? Why does it matter? Because we are still creating in this middle time. So who cares if you have the desire? We all have a desire. What you do after you have the desire, how you act, how you embody, how you show up for your self-concept, what you're doing in this middle before the actual manifestation comes in is very important. And a lot of what people do is they learn about manifestation, they learn about affirming, they learn about any technique. And in this middle, all they do is exhaust the technique. So you keep doing the technique over and over and over and over again. I know this because I did this. When I first learned manifestation, I was like, oh my God, affirming can get me something. Oh my God, I learned, like I saw that I affirmed for something and it came. Okay, let me affirm 2,000 times a day. Let me fill out notebook after notebook after notebook in this middle so that thing I want happens, right? Here's the problem. And this is not about affirming. This is not about your technique. Here's the problem. Anytime you exhaust something, you push it away. You hear me say this all the time. Anytime you really, 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 really want something or a person, you push it away. Anytime your main focus is on something outside of you over and over and over again, and you're not bringing it back, you're not bringing the focus back onto you, you're pushing it away. Why? Because of everyone is you pushed out. There is this law. We are playing with certain rules in this game of manifestation, right? So your middle, before you receive the manifestation, after you desire it, this middle, this life, let's just call it life. It's your life, your day to day, your week to week, okay? It requires you to be in a certain, how should I say? Should we call it state? Should we call it parallel reality? I forgot to say get your drinks, get your snacks, you guys. I feel like I'm forgetting that all the time. Get your drinks, get your snacks while I remember my thought. Cheers to this Friday. Cheers to this Saturday. Cheers to this Sunday. I have something very cool to share with you. I took videos for you guys. I'll share it towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. But what I was going to say is this middle of your manifestation, which we can just call life, right? Because we're always in the middle of manifesting something, right? Right before it comes in, we're either tripping out, we're either trying really hard, we're trying to embody, we're trying to be the version of ourselves. The thing is that what you want can't come to you if you're in the wanting of it. That's the paradox. For example, if I want a lot of money, I can't focus on the lack of what I have, like the lack of it. I can't focus on, oh, all these bills I have to pay. Okay, and then money's gonna come in. No, you can't occupy two states. You can't occupy lack and abundance at the same time. The same way you can't occupy not being chosen and being chosen at the same time. So what does this mean? Does this mean go immediately and start feeling chosen? No, naturally you can't immediately feel chosen. Naturally you can't feel rich ASAP, right? These are things you slowly shift into. Because I mean, try to go from 0 to 100 real quick. Try to go from lack to abundance real quick. Try to go from feeling not chosen to chosen real quick. You feel weird. You feel resistant. You feel like, I'm trying super hard. This feels like obsession. This feels like cringe to me. If you felt this before, comment down below, right? Don't you feel kind of like, like I'm trying way too hard? And if you notice, like I've noticed this, reverse engineer. I remember when I was manifesting SP, and this was before like I was coaching. This was before I knew what I know now, obviously. When I was trying to manifest my SP, all I would do was exhaust every option. So I would watch every single manifestation video. I would try to buy and read every single manifestation book. I would try to live in the end as many hours of the day as I could. So like if I'm up like 16 hours a day, I would try to like 14 of those hours to be like I'm living in the end of having my SP. Okay. Nothing changed for me until I stopped exhausting every option. Nothing changed for me until I started really focusing on the real deal, which is your self-concept. And that's what makes other people show up properly for you, is the way you see yourself, the way you see yourself in relation to the other person, the way you see yourself in relation to relationships, the way you see yourself in relation to money, getting chosen and being committed to, not imagining, oh, this person chooses me, chooses me, chooses me. You don't feel chosen not because of the person. You feel chosen because there is a group of beliefs within you. There are multiple beliefs and thought patterns within you that prove to you that it's easier to feel not chosen. Not because, oh, this person rejected me and I don't feel chosen. It's not that. If that was the case, and if it was that easy, like, oh, this person doesn't choose me, whatever, I don't feel chosen. If that was the case, you wouldn't hold on to that thought so deeply and so long. You would be able to shift it real quick. But the reason you're able to hold on to that assumption and embodiment of not being chosen for so long is because you have evidence from the past, and you have a lot of thought patterns from the past that back up that feeling, that back up that thought. So you're coming in with all this like reference, right? So imagine this, like I just got this analogy. Imagine you go to a job interview, right? And they say, oh, bring your like recommendations or like references, right? If you have like a full page worth of people like recommending you and referring you, right? That person's gonna feel like, oh, you're really, you know your stuff in this field, right? Same thing when it comes to you feeling not chosen. If you got a lot of evidence from the past of you not feeling chosen or being chosen, you're playing with that. You're playing with that belief system. You're playing with that parallel reality, and you're staying there. This is why self-concept trumps all. This is why self-concept is so important. Not because, oh, you need to love yourself and you need to feel good all the time and sugarcoat everything. That's not what self-concept is. Self-concept is you're working on changing all that accumulated belief systems that don't serve you. You're changing what's accumulated in here through the past. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, comment down. This is what manifestation is, by the way. If you want to become a master manifester, and I know this because everything comes to me very easily and effortlessly. Also to my clients, when I train them, when I show them how to do it, when I teach them, just like how I'm talking about this right now in this free YouTube video, they start seeing evidence after they know the basic ABCs. Basic ABCs is not, oh, you know this technique works, so go beat the dead horse out of this technique throughout your whole day, your whole week, and then it'll come to you. That's not it. You're working on everything you've accumulated in your subconscious mind about the topic, about relationships, about being chosen, about manifesting third parties in and out, about getting the job, about money and abundance. You have already a bunch of information in your subconscious mind about each one of those topics. You have a lot of probably examples of those topics. For example, before I actually got what I wanted with SP, I kept manifesting third parties. Why? Because I had a very, a lot of evidence that nowadays, that's what it is. Well, not nowadays, but like, you know, in the last decade is what I'm trying to say. That's very normal. That's the stuff I would see. That's the stuff I grew up with too. Like I would always hear women say, all married men have girlfriends, or all married men sneak around, or not even sneak around, like they'll have full-on relationships on the side with other people. I used to hear that as a child. So that embedded, like, whoa, like I would think, oh my God, that's so wrong. That's so wrong. That would hurt me so much. But focus creates, right? So until I didn't change that here, that like that's you, when something embeds in your subconscious mind, even if it's super like weird, like, or it's like not okay, even if it's not okay for you, because you have such backup of evidence, or you've heard it so much, what happens is even though it's not okay, it's easier for your mind to manifest that because that's what seemed okay in your surroundings for such a long time. Does that make sense? Same thing, like if someone grows up in money, their money mindset is not like someone that struggled for money. Okay, let's say there's two families, one that struggled with money mindset and money, like money was hard to achieve, money was hard to get, you would have to work like 16 hours a day to get money, like that's what they saw, right? And then you have someone that just grew up in money, money was never a problem. They didn't have to work hard for money, like they saw their parents have, like, you know, investments and inheritance and businesses, and they never saw their parents struggle for money, right? The child in this family that struggled for money is always gonna think, well, I've seen my parents work hard for money, so money may not come as easy. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? So if I want a lot of money, I have to put in all those hours to get that money because that's what they know. That's what they were taught. That's what they saw. In this family, this person might think there's no limit to money. There's no limit to abundance. There's no limit to anything, right? Because of their past programming. So your past programming matters is what I'm trying to say. So if you're dealing with a specific person and things are not going good in your middle right now, your past programming is what you should be focused on, not what this person is going to do next. Do you understand? You should not worry about how do I premeditate what this person is going to do next in my reality. You should work on what do I clean up in here? Because what's showing up is always coming from here. This is my reference guide. My past programming is what's calling the shots. So if my past programming is not being taken care of, even though I get like great evidence here and there, my dominant programming is what will show up out there. So if you're someone that constantly, I don't know, experiences third parties in relationships, if you're someone that constantly experiences breakups in your relationships, if you're someone that constantly feels not prioritized, if you're someone that constantly isn't making the right amount of money that you want, your past programming has to be dealt with. And I can guarantee you, a lot of people that come to me, they're not dealing with it. They're not even doing anything about their past programming. All they are caring about is, how do I make this person choose me right now? Well, how was the relationship before that one? Oh, it was the same. They left. They went to a third party. Okay, well, how was the relationship you experienced before that one? Oh, they didn't choose me again. They went to a third party. You see where I'm going with this? So what I focus on is helping you work on that self-concept. So your beginning, your middle, your manifestation, your end manifestation, it all comes effortlessly, and you not being scared. Don't be scared. Your middle may look like a roller coaster sometimes. Your middle may have, like, if you're dealing with someone, it may have disagreements. It may have arguments. It may have you needing to set boundaries. Your middle might look like a bunch of waves of emotions, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. That's okay. That's okay. It's not the waves that is going to determine your manifestation. It's how you react to them. Life is life. You are going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. Can we manifest good days every day? Yes, we can try. Most of our days are good. Most of our days are blessed, right? But you are human. You're on a physical realm. And some things happen with contrast. Some things happen like not to your liking. But what is that for? It's for you to double down on what your liking actually is. Right? When you see things you don't like, you get clear on the things you do like. You get clear on the way you want things to be. Okay? So this is why waves happen throughout the day, not to punish you, not to throw you off track. Your waves in the middle of your manifestation happen for you to double down on what you want, double down on your self-concept, and stop giving in to reacting every time. You don't have to react every time. You don't have to absorb every time. Just observe. Now, let me share with you the big thing I was going to share that I've been talking about all week. Remember you guys remember last Friday's video where I told you guys I'm going somewhere on a mini vacation maybe, and I'm going to do something amazing, and I won't say what it is, and I'm going to share it with you next week, preferably. I did that. You guys, you know me. I love to gamble. I'm not even going to say gamble. I love to win. I don't even identify as a gambler. I identify as a winner. Okay? So I went, I conquered. How does that saying go? I went, I saw, I conquered. Is that how it is? So we went with a bunch of friends. It was so fun, you guys. And I manifested the most like luxurious time. We went with the jet. I was picked up in a Rolls Royce. It was so good. And that was once like something I was manifesting, you know, like I always was like, I want to be like those high rollers. I want to be like those people that get the special treatment when they arrive to Vegas. And that's currently what's going on right now. That is my life right now. And it's funny because you think that, oh, you have to play a certain amount to become that, to get that treatment, right? Well, that's not always the case. When we can manifest things, you don't have to be like dropping all this crazy money to get all those perks. You're just manifesting. That's your self-concept. If you believe that you can have that lifestyle and you believe you are that abundant and you are that blessed, these things just, they cater to you. Life caters to you. Okay. So I arrive. So this is how it is. Whenever I go to Vegas, I always arrive before the whole party, right? We were like 15 people. I always arrive first because the organized person in me wants to have everything set up properly, the rooms, the everything, right? And I also want some alone time to gamble. Okay? Because I love gambling with the group, but my mindset when I'm alone is like on point. Okay, no distractions, present moment, calm nervous system. You guys know I always preach this. So the first day, you guys, I have so many videos of my wins, but it'll take so long to share one by one. So I'll just give you a breakdown and then I'll show you the big one at the end. So the reason I'm sharing this with you guys, by the way, is number one, you can experience this too. You can experience luxury lifestyle. You can experience a bunch of winnings. You can experience winning the lottery. You can experience money coming to you from unexpected places. You can experience having an amazing, luxurious vacation with all your friends and just having fun. Like, this is, I'm sending these vibes to you. Positive vibes. Embody these vibes. This is your birds before land, okay? So I get there early before everyone. It was amazing. My Rolls Royce pulled up, picked me up from the freaking jet hangar. Like, just the whole experience going there was like, yeah, okay, I'm a high roller. I'm a high roller. I'm a high roller. I am receiving everything I want, whatever. And then when I get there, I'm like, let me go play on my favorite machines. All right. So first machine I play on, I hit 4,000. I'm still on that machine. I always do backup spins. I hit another 47.50. Here, actually, let me just show you a few. Let me show you. Here's the pickup. I don't know if you guys can see. It got picked up like that with the rolly. And then here is the 4,000 one, I believe. I hope you can see. Anyway, that 4 plus 470, 47.50, that's 87.50. So this is before guests have even arrived, before our party has even arrived. All right. So I'm good. I'm having fun. I'm having a drink. Everything's good. Vibes are on point. And the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because I talk about nervous system so much, right? Your nervous system matters so much in your day to day. Like, even when I'm having fun, right? I could tell, like, I'm getting really excited. My nervous system's really excited, really good. And then I think, oh, wait a second. What if, like, I lose this, or what if right? No. Your nervous system needs to be calm. And the more calm it is, the less resistance, the more you'll win in life, the more you'll win in your relationship, the more you'll win in money. So even in those situations where I know I'm good, like I'm good, like I don't have to worry about anything, I have a great mindset, right? But I'm observing my waves of emotions throughout the day because I care. I care about what I'm putting out energetically. And I know that it's going to reflect back to me. Does that make sense? So that was the first day. Okay. So the second day, I wasn't paying attention to my feelings. I wasn't paying attention to my thoughts, and I wasn't paying attention to my nervous system. So the second day, I felt like, oh my God, I'm not winning. Like, I'm kind of losing. Like, I'm putting this back, and then I'm getting I'm getting more dysregulated because the more I'm putting back, the more I'm getting angry with myself. And the more angry I'm getting with myself, the more it's reflecting back into the cards, into the games, into everything, right? So what did I do? I took a literal break. And this is very important. This is not just about playing and winning. This is not just about gambling. This is about you being able to regulate yourself because you are in control of your manifestation. You are in control of your nervous system. You are in control of what energy you put out and what energy comes back in and reflects back into your reality. So because I knew I'm in control, because I felt off, removed myself from the situation, because I know what happens when I push up against resistance in anything. It never plays out the way I want. No force or exhausting of something is going to push out what you want. Remove yourself, freshen up your energy, go do something that isn't requiring you to push. Calm down, come back. That's what I did. And when I came back, I won another $6,000 on the high card flush table. I won $6,000. And then I won another $6,000. And the dealer is like, she's like, I don't deal cards like this, like on a regular. And I dealt these cards to you twice in like 10 minutes. And I'm thinking, yeah, I know, because I just regulated my nervous system, girl. Like, you know, like, but obviously I'm not going to say that. And everybody at the table is like, wow, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. This is like so rare. And I'm thinking, I'm not lucky. Well, I mean, yeah, I identify as lucky, but I'm not lucky. It's because I cared about how my emotions are going out of control, and I calmed that stuff down. And the old me wouldn't do that. The old me would sit and push and get angry. No, push. I need to fix this. I need to win. It needs to happen. Or even with SP. Like, I remember when there were times where I wasn't feeling chosen with SP. I would be like, why? No, what do I need? I need to do something. I need to post pictures. I need to look hotter. I need to do something to get this person's attention because they need to know that they'll lose me if they don't. Like, everything was so manipulative, right? Your power is not in manipulation, by the way. Your power is in regulating your nervous system. Okay? So all that happened, right? Now, we come to the last day of my vacation. And everything's good. Everything's great. And I decide to go on slot machines. And I decide to do something I haven't done in a very long time. I said, hey, I wonder if I go and play on a smaller bet than I usually play, right? There's Dragon Link machines. And I usually play on the $25 bet ones because in my mind, I had created a story that the larger you bet, the bigger you'll win. And a lot of gamblers will say the same thing to you. But I've actually hung out with all those gamblers, by the way, the ones you see on TV and on YouTube that are hitting crazy jackpots. And they're always amazed at my wins. They're always amazed because I can hit a jackpot as big as them, but bet less than half of what they're betting. And statistically, that blows their mind. It blows their mind that the numbers don't add up. And why am I saying this? Is because we are manifestors. We don't give a crap about circumstances. We don't give a crap about, oh, well, mathematically and logically and statistically, you have to do this in order to get this. Because if you do less than this, you won't get half than that. No. So I decided to go on a 10-cent machine, not a dollar machine, not a $2 machine, not a $5 machine, a 10-cent machine. And I started betting $12.50. And I said, I'm literally betting half of what I usually bet. And I want to see big wins, baby. I want to see big wins. Let's see. All right. What did I do? And okay, I'll tell you this after. With the 1250 bet, I hit the major jackpot. But here, I'll show you. Here, guys. So 1250 bet. $5,382. Okay, on a 1250 bet. You know what I do after this? This is what literally hit it back to back. This is what the crazy part is. This is what's rare. So hitting a jackpot it's not rare, okay? For me, it's not rare. And for you, it shouldn't be rare either. It should be like you win. You win all the time. But what's weird is I hit the 5,000 something major. And I always do backup spins after I hit a jackpot. I'm like, oh, let's just try one more time, two more times. You know, you never know. We might hit another one. I hit two more backup spins, you guys, and I hit the minor. And the minor after the major, it was 6,200. So now we got 5,000. What was it? 5,300 something? We got 5,300 something. Or 800 something. I don't know. 5,382. Two spins later, we get plus 6,200. Here it is. I'll show you. Here it is. Oh, sorry, guys. I took so many videos for you guys. Like, here it is. 6,200 made a minor after the major. So now we're like 11 grand, 12 grand at this point, right? And now I have a crowd in back of me because they're like, this girl just hit the major. Two spins later, she hits the minor. This is not common, all right? So me, being the manifester I am, nothing is impossible. Let's do two more backup spins. I do two more backup spins, you guys. And I hit another $5,000 major. And I'm at this point like, universe, God, I love you. This is very funny. Like, you are playing with me and I love it. We are playing together. Like, I'm on that vibe. Here's the here's the other one. I don't know if you can see. 5,000 something. 5,005. So at this point, we just hit a major, a minor, a major. 5,300, 6,200, $5,005. Add them up. At one point, I had 19,000 in that machine. And this was a 1250 bet. And everybody that was betting higher than me was standing behind me and saying, please touch us. Rub your good luck on us. How did you do this with the 1250 bet? One person said that they were trying with a higher bet and they put 8,000 in the machine and they didn't get one jackpot. It's because of the internal world, you guys. And I told them this too. I said, if you see that it's not working out and your mood is not on point and you keep pacing it, don't chase it. Don't chase anything. When you chase it, you push it away. This makes sense. This makes sense if for a while nothing's happening. It's because you're chasing it. And also, your self-concept. Why does self-concept matter? Remember, I said in the beginning of the video, because all these things you've accumulated through time in your subconscious mind, these belief systems, these reference points, whatever, this evidence that you're working with, it matters. Like, I've trained myself to know that, and everything is possible for me. It's possible for me to hit 3 jackpots in 10 minutes. 3 you know, 4-digit, 5-digit jackpots, whatever. It's possible for me. Did I always think that? No. I used to like think that like, oh, I'm probably gonna like, what's the most I can make? $1,000, whatever. Like, because you know, we work hard for our money. We don't, get me? And then the more you change the inner world, the more your external world reflects it. So I hope this video helped you guys. I never show these jackpot wins, or I never talk about my lifestyle to sound cocky or conceited. I hope it doesn't come off that way, because I am not that person. Like I literally am not that person. And also I enjoy a good deal. So if I do my TJ Maxx hauls, I do my Ross hauls, I do my none of that matters, you know. But this is for you to understand the importance of your nervous system, your reference points, what you've accumulated in your subconscious mind, and it matters. It matters. I've sat next to people that are super high rollers, super high. I know people. I actually know people that they can gamble away $100,000 in an hour. I've seen that a lot. And I don't identify with that. I don't have to do that to win big. So you should adopt that mindset. You don't have to go out of your way. You don't have to hurt your bank account. You don't have to hurt yourself to manifest things. You don't have to manipulate situations to do it. You can manifest without circumstances being proper and logical and statistically correct. Okay? If you guys need coaching with me, if you need courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. Check it out. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.